EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field and Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And off we go from Denver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week one. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Right to the air goes Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now, Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Gets around him. Again with a juke. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 72 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second and 10. To throw, here's Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Ward. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Nix from the shotgun. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Nix going to give to Hardy. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Roger McCreary, the man in the right spot to knock that away.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. It's Ward. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Titans, first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Titans.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Second down, Pollard again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
Here's Nix. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Lockett. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That's another Titans first down. A gain of 15. First down, Tennessee.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now
a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Ward. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Ward. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Delakai Manor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Nix to the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame with a penalty. Throwing Nix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Portland.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Ward. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, a heck of a move. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 61 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Goes first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
Nix's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
It's a gain of
3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. He's got some room to operate. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Right back to Spears. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Ward. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Holding. Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Raymond Jones. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 4-yard line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Operating from the gun, Ward. Over the middle, it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball under 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start. Offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run. Mullins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Broncos coming out now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Harvey now on first and 10. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A 5-yard gain brings up second down.
Second and 15. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and 15. Here's Nix once more. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Ward now, throwing to start the drive. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 28.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off to Spears. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 9 now. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Third and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep here and go instead with Spears. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Bryant. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Nix. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now it's Lockett. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
To throw, here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the play. And the Titans first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Now Ward.
First down, Tennessee.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's second and 10. In motion right is Ridley. Throwing now, Ward. To the right side and caught by Iomanner. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he has 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Ward to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
That's another.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6.
At the Broncos 20.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Ward. Left with no option here but to throw it away. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
A final shot before break. Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
To throw is Nix. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Franklin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They run the option on second down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Nix from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Nix to the air. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Ward now working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No gain on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run by Spears. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Ward. That is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie things at 17-all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Kevin Winston there defensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 2nd down and 3.
Calvin Ridley. A 7-yard pickup.
Here's Ward.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
The Broncos, 1st down.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
What's good on the extra point? And they will take a 7-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The quick feet by Jackson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Lockett the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That one caught by Kroll. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And all the way to the opposite 48. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
And the Titans, first down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Titans.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun is Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's fielded at the 45. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
47-yard line.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now Ward. That's caught left side by Iomanner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And now a run with Spears. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The Spears with another carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First down. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's Mullings. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Ward. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to try and do this himself. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Holding. Offense.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Spears. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Got their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Titans 1st down.
They'll run with Spears. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Ward. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And the Titans getting set to go. And they've got it 1st and goal at the 3. What a place to start. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Ward. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 on the play.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Ward. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Taking it about the 36. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. And he works takes it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chimere Dike with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Franklin. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Here's Nix. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's second down and 3.
A gain of 17 yards brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's first and 10. Here's Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Sly on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nifty move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This is first and 10. Back to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Able to find Mims. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Throw out wide is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game, is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tennessee, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.